Let's make sure everything is good. Should be good. Should be good. Mic audio looks like it's doing its thing. Game audio looks like it's doing its thing. Let's bring up the YouTube preview. Make sure the YouTube preview is doing the YouTube preview thing. And then I think we're good to go. Do this, do this, do this. And pick this up, see if it freaks out. Yep, of course it does. Of course it does. It wouldn't be a stream start without the cable acting up. But we're good to go. Hey there, hi there everybody. Hope y'all are doing well here today. Happy day 2 of Christmas. It is Saturday. Hope you all are doing well here today. There is a featured arena going on, surprisingly, believe it or not, and that is what I'm going for today. Putting up 1 to 5% in the featured 5-star Spider-GWEN arena. Just going for some of those milestones, getting some of that extra loot, getting some of that gold, getting some of those shards, all that good stuff. That is the point, and that is what we're doing tonight. I want to welcome you all here. Hope your holiday was fantastic. Hope it was restful. Hope you got to enjoy it. Hope you got to spend it with some friends and loved ones. Playing it safe, of course, given, 2020 and all that. But here we are. It's the weekend already. I want to hear all about the news and the stories and the happenings and going-ons the last couple of nights. This is the first stream in a couple of nights. I was spending that with my family for some Christmas time festivities. But show must go on, and here we are. So, hey there, hi there, everybody. Hey there, hi there. Before we get too far along, though, in the stream tonight, I do want to say a big howdy, big welcome to the latest Von subs to the channel. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes. Cheers on digging the videos put out so far and are interested in the videos yet to come. There are only 5 days, 4 really, because today's pretty much over. 4 days left in the year, and there are still plenty of videos yet coming up, including a big Christmas GGC opening. Finding out what I wound up getting for the Thronebreaker gift loot, some gameplay stuff, some year in review stuff, some fun stuff. So make sure you smash that notification bell, stay on top of that as that drops. That would be very cool and very much appreciated. Also coming up in the short term too is an Act 7 Legends run. I'm going to be blitzing through the entirety of Book 2, Chapter 1, Act 1, and going for a Legends time too. So I don't have a set date for that, but that is going to be within the next week and change. So hope to see you guys then for that. That should be pretty good, pretty exciting, and fingers crossed how that plays out. Starting though from the top though, I want to say big howdy to Kingslayer. How's it going, bud? Good to see you. Saying hey Rob, Billy saying hello hello, and Yusuf also saying hey Rob. What's good everybody? What's good? Happy Saturday. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yusuf saw you in Lag's Incursion stream. Nice. Keeping the gang all together. Keeping the gang all together. I dig it. So what I'm doing right here, before I get going with the arena grind, is that I was just burning some quest energy. I was just doing and finishing an initial clear through base normal difficulty. Just, taking a little bit of that energy, putting that to good use. But with that all good and in the books, let's get rolling, everyone. Now I've been playing this super lax. I'm only at about 5 million right now. 1 to 5% is going to be probably somewhere in the 20 million range, perhaps. It's about what I wound up putting up for Daredevil. Was it Daredevil? Who did we just have? Yeah, Daredevil Hell's Kitchen. That was the last arena there. And that wound up being up enough there. I think it's going to be a little bit lower this time around. Again, just because of the holiday, because it's a rerun arena and all that jazz. But all the same, if I push a little bit further, if I wind up getting the champ, that wouldn't be too bad. If I wind up getting 6 to 10%, that wouldn't be too bad either. Not going to lose any sleep over this. But if you are in the market for a brand new 5-star Spider-GWEN or a first-time Awakening, now is the best time to get one. Yeah, she is never going to go as low or be as easily obtainable as she is right now. So do bear that in mind. And yes, happy Sunday to everybody in the future who is already enjoying a Sunday day, Sunday morning. Good to see you guys all the same. Kicky, punchy. So I've been seeing a lot of love for Longshot recently, and I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. He's a really fun champ. And it's nice to see that some people are rediscovering Longshot, also kind of finding new uses for Longshot too. That is very, very nice. Fun champ to play. I'm considering bringing him along for a couple paths in Act 7. We'll see. Jury's still out, but all the same, the fact that he can just absolutely melt anybody who is susceptible to Incinerate, that is very cool. Very nice. Checking something real quick there. That should be good. Got a Doomfest right here. Doom v Doom. Boink. Also, I forgot to mention in the slew of things that's going to be coming up here too, in addition to the year in review, also going to be a preview for some of the things to look forward to, some of the things to expect from the channel here going forward into 2021. The channel here in 2020 has been exceptional. You guys have shown a lot of love and support, a lot of constructive feedback this past year, and I want to keep the show on the road and keep things moving and building and whatnot. So there are some big changes, some exciting changes. Going to keep growing the channel here, so just going to go over some of that stuff and kind of lay the groundwork for some of the things here to come. Used to saying I find it strange that Daredevil Classic was not buffed. I find that a bit odd too, and really disappointing for a couple of reasons. First of all, because I mean, personally, Daredevil is my favorite Marvel character, period. So, you know, anytime that they could show him a little bit extra love is always a big plus. But then second of all too, I'm pretty bummed out because they didn't feature him in Arena. Like when we had the Hulk's Arena, right? You could get Joe Fixit as a 5-star, which I know, you know, meme champion, but you could get a Joe Fixit along with your Hulk Ragnarok, your Red Hulk, and your OG Hulk. I was kind of hoping it would have been a selector this time around. You could either get the newly buffed classic Daredevil, or you could get OG Daredevil as a 5-star. So would have been nice, but you know, still is going to be that exclusive champion. Currently in Incursion Crystals. Hopefully, with the new featured crystal coming out here in about, well, that's not good, in about 3 weeks' time, that he's going to find his way into that crystal. Maybe Scarlet Witch, that'd be really nice. A couple other of the throwback champions, I think that'd be really cool to go for as a solid miss, just in case, you know, rolls past that. I am not having a good time with Doom tonight. And just in case it winds up rolling past that I-Bomb or that Spider-Ham, Cosmic Ghost Rider, at least, you know, you wind up getting a Scarlet Witch out of the deal, too. Hey, Baby Sham, stopping in. What's up, Shermoy? How's it going, bud? Merry Christmas to you. Hope you and the family had a very fun, very relaxing, restful holiday here. Good to see you, bud. Had to stop in, say happy holidays. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas with the family, and God's blessings to you and the family in all things. Shermoy, thank you very much, bud. You the same. You the same. And in case I don't get a chance to chat or see you here in the next couple of days too, I wish you all blessings here in 2021. Much appreciated, bud. Much appreciated. Shirmoy, aka BabySham33, everybody. If you have not checked out his channel already, please, please, please do yourself a favor. Jump on over, check his channel out, give the dude a sub, give the dude a like. He is a stand-up human being and a really solid MCOC player and a good friend of the channel. Always a pleasure, bud. Always a pleasure. Yusuf says, Spider-Verse Selector would be better than a Spider-Gwen. Yeah. Yeah, Spider-Gwen is really out of the blue. Really out of the blue. So here's what I was thinking this week was going to wind up being. I really thought that currently this week would be the 2020 throwback arenas, which is usually something that they wind up doing, right? Like a year in review. Hey, you can, play an arena for a crystal that'll get you a 5-star 2020 champion. Then in the crystal store, it's like, hey, basically the epic Sextenium crystal, right? So it's like, hey, you could get a 2020 5-star, 6-star champion out of the cav. Instead, we got Spider-Gwen. Because I don't know. I don't know. She's not featured in any of the storylines. She did have a buff, but that buff was a while ago. I don't know. It's like they really needed just like a padding filler arena. But we'll see with the new arena starting up here in a couple of days' time on Thursday. Maybe we'll have that then. Hopefully it'll be a full 2 arenas or more. But any chance that they get to give us, the player base, more opportunities to get some of those amazing characters from this year is all the power to them. All the power to us, too. It's a win-win for everybody. Lefty stopping and saying, yo, free tomorrow? I think so. You want to do that incursion push? Same time here. 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Would that work for you, bud? If so, I am certainly down. Jacob popping in and saying, what's up, Shoe? What's up, Jacob? How's it going, bud? Merry second day of Christmas to you and to everybody here hanging out here tonight. Good to see you all. Good to see you. How is all of your guys' holidays? Whether you celebrated Christmas or not, how has the week been here for you? And Samuel also saying, hey Rob, what's good, Samuel? Good to see you too. Got the baby down and catching up on Mandalorian. First chance since the new season started. Well, sure, there will be no spoilers here in chat because you certainly need to experience that season as unspoiled as possible. Long story short, it is probably the best Star Wars since the prequels. Well, no. It's the best Star Wars since the last season of Clone Wars, which was earlier this year. And this year for Star Wars has been the best Star Wars since the prequels wrapped up. So, enjoy. Enjoy. It's pretty awesome. Haven't done an arena in a week. The break is very much needed. Yes, 100% yes. I think that's probably why they wound up sticking with Spider-Gwen. Again, why Spider-Gwen? I don't know. But because Spider-Gwen's a good champ, but I don't think anyone's clamoring for a 5-star Spider-Gwen arena. Just to throw it out there as something to do, and some of the more exciting stuff might be picking up again this week. Bait stopping in, saying, sup, Rob? I remember when the Summer of Pain was supposed to exist, but then it didn't. Well, see, the thing was, first off, how's it going, Bait? But the thing is, did they... Man, that's such devil's advocate and such, like, lowball, small print nonsense. They said there was going to be a Summer of Pain, but maybe we were just naive because they never specified which summer was going to be the Summer of Pain. Maybe, hopefully, sometime by next summer. Spring of sorrow. Winter of woe. Something like that. But yes, I am very much looking forward to that. I am very much looking forward to that. Whatever it is, hopefully it's fun. Hopefully it's fun. Hopefully the prize pool is really cool, and you know, worth the wait. Hopefully it's not something stupid like here's your obligatory title and a profile pic. You know, which, yay, I guess. Well. Hey, who said it wasn't going to be Summer of Pain 2023? Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, if they got like a 5-year roadmap going, then, I mean, we could be waiting for Summer of Pain for ages. Awesome, Lefty. Sounds good, bud. I'm looking forward to it. Cheers. Yeah, sure, more. It's not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. However, as like my recap, my review, again, no spoilers, and please no spoilers anybody in chat right now. It was fantastic because it let my imagination run wild again with possibilities for like what's gonna happen, what's, you know, how did this happen, how did this person end up here, or what's going to happen to this person now, you know. Like, it just completely opens up exciting possibilities for the EU again. In addition to building up a bunch of new story plot points and a couple of Easter eggs too. So there you go. That's about as non-spoilery as I can get for Mandalorian Season 2. It's a lot of fun. You gotta just watch. You gotta enjoy. They are weaving the different mediums of Star Wars together, whether it's the OT, whether it's the prequel trilogy. Actually, there's a couple of threads leading to the sequel trilogy too, as well as like the Clone Wars cartoon and Rebels and whatnot. So it's fun. It's a connected, unified universe instead of like I'm just gonna do my own thing now because it's my movie and I'm gonna do what I want. So it's cool. It's cool. Boink, doink. Come on. Get off me, Omega. I don't need those spores. Thank you. Appreciate that. Who needs a Spider-Gwen arena when she's in the 6-star featured? Well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I have not pulled a Spider-Gwen out of the 6-star featured yet. I don't have a 6-star Spider-Gwen. I really would like a Spider-Gwen. So I'm going to be saving up for like another big 6-star featured opening in like another 2.5 months. I just have had I've been rather weak-willed here with the gifting event. So I got a video coming out tomorrow, probably tomorrow, with the second round of big greater gifting crystal openings. I'm gonna be opening up 25 GGCs. Spoilers, not spoilers. I get some pretty nice loot, but I also wind up opening up a couple featured 6-stars too. So that is gonna be coming out tomorrow. I am pretty okay. I'm pretty okay with how that wound up playing out. So, but from here on out, the plan is I'm just gonna keep saving up 6-star shards, buy the discounted 6-star featured in the Black ISO store every couple of weeks as I get shards, and then just open them all up in like one big batch of like, I don't know, 6, 7, or 10 or whatever it is by the end of the featured run. But yeah, hopefully one of those champs, either tomorrow or later on, is a Spider-Gwen. I'd be really cool with that, as well as any of the other spicy offerings that this round of Feature Crystal has. So I gotta say, I mean, this is handily the best featured crystal that they've ever done. There really aren't awful options. Like, there's some pretty big, I guess, duds. But for the most part, like 90% of the featured 6-star are at least useful characters, if not absolute like bangers or god tiers or whatnot. So yeah, it's really awesome. PP says, I'm going to watch Wonder Woman after the stream. There you go. I have not seen it yet myself. I might do that the same here in the next coming days or so. See how it stacks up with the original. I was a big fan of the first Wonder Woman. It was a very, very nice, pleasant surprise out of nowhere. I had really no expectations for DC films. But yeah, then Wonder Woman came out, and that was just wonderful. So again, it's got big shoes to fill. I'm trying to go in with no expectations, but we'll see how it plays out. Hope you enjoy it as well, bud. Harsh stopping in saying hi. Well, hey there, hi there, bud. Happy Saturday. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Shirmoy, absolutely. That's the other thing, though, too, is that they gave the show a substantial budget. So the props and the special effects this year are borderline cinematic. So definitely worth your focus. Samuel says, have I 100% in Act 7 yet? No. I'm going to be going for a Legends run here sometime in the next week and change. So I'm still doing some homework, optimizing, strategizing, all that stuff. So I will be posting an announcement somewhere on the YouTube, whatchamacallit, announcement board sometime here in the next coming days as to when and how and where and all that. But no, not yet. Not yet. And then there will be the Act 7 opening afterwards. Alright, Shimmer, take care, bud. Always a pleasure. Enjoy, my friend, and we'll catch you next time. Ethan popping in. How's it going, Ethan? Good to see you. Happy Saturday, happy Christmas, happy holiday. All those happy festivities to you. Saying happy holidays, Rob and chat. Hope everyone is having a great night. Yes, great night here so far. Hope everybody else is having a good one as well. But it's nice. It's nice. I'm not gonna lie though. A couple of times over the course of yesterday and today, I had completely forgotten what day it was. Like, obviously, hey, I know it's Christmas, but like, what day is Christmas? What day is it now? Oh yeah, it's Saturday. That's right. So yeah, I mean, it's round 1 of the Spider-Gwen Arena for me streaming, but it's the last day to stream, which is really weird. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. PP says, first off, howdy, PP, again. I've got a crazy fan theory that developed over the holidays. Are you even remotely ready? Yes. Fan theory for what, though? Actually, no. Shirmoy said that he was jumping off, so yeah, we should be good for spoilers up through the last episode. Give people a couple of days. I mean, it's already been a week. And if you've been on the internet the last week, it's probably been spoiled for you already. But, all that aside, what's your fan theory, bud? Samuel, I've 100% at 7, 1, 1 through 4, but 5 is kicking my butt. I'm sorry to hear, bud. What part about it are you running into trouble with? Get out of here. There you go. Alpha says, hey, everyone. What's good, Alpha? Good to see you too, bud. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so PP's fan theory is George Lucas ripped off Dr. Seuss. Anakin is the Grinch. His heart keeps getting smaller and smaller. Then needed Cindy Luke Who. I see what you did there. To make it bigger again. The Republic is Whoville. Yeah, there you go. You might be onto something. See, if we start seeing the news stories about the Dr. Seuss estate suing Lucasfilm, then, you know, there we go. Mandarashu stopping in saying, "Hi. Well, what is good? How are you? How's it going? And happy weekend to you." What's harder, Act 6 final boss or Abyss final boss? Abyss final boss. Handily. Because Act 6 final boss is the Grandmaster. And that is a fun fight. That is a fun fight. And by fun fight, I genuinely mean it's fun. It's one of those where it's like, you're probably going to get KO'd a lot, but you get KO'd for the best reasons. Like, oh, I messed up. I see what I did wrong. That's very workable, right? And it's on you, not like, oh, hey, you know, it's BS RNG, right? Whereas on the opposite end of the spectrum, the Abyss Collector is, yeah, the exact opposite. Diane stopping in saying, "Hello. How's it going, Diane? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you." And for everybody here in chat, whether you're just popping in or you've been here a while, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Good to see all of you guys. Hope your weekend here was restful for 1, festive for 2, and enjoyable for 3. Do you think you need to have a Mandalorian finale spoiler stream? How about, yeah, we'll do that later on this week. Say Wednesday, maybe. Won't talk about it till then? Absolutely. I am very much looking forward to it. I am very much looking forward to it. Slag stopping in saying, "Merry Von Christmas." Well, Merry Von Christmas to you, too. It is a Merry Von Christmas. Just need to make sure I got didn't get wrecked there playing Maw. People says, by the way, 100% at Act 7.1. Very cool. Who'd you wind up pulling out of the Nexus 6-star, if you don't mind my asking? I will say this too. You guys heard it here first. I would be absolutely delighted to pieces if I wind up pulling a Science 25% Tier 5 CC out of the rewards there. Because, gosh dang it, I want to take my freaking Spider Ham up to rank 3. I really do. I really do. He is that much fun. And the Prestige is really solid too. He would be my my Prestige rank up. But, you know, I got to get the Tier 5 CC first, then, you know, this, that, and the other. That's, like, such a long time away, but you heard it here first, guys. Alpha says, "I'm about to hit Abyss soon. Wish me luck, everyone." Alpha, I wish you the best of luck. Play smart, play strong. You got it. There aren't a whole lot of fights in there that are just completely outlandishly wild. There's a few. But most of them are pretty straightforward, horsemen or not, so good luck. If you got any questions about any of any things, feel free to pop in or hop on the Discord too. Always around to help in any way I can. Shameless plug of the evening, number 1. Speaking of which, that is a fun segue. I do invite you guys to join the Rob Vaughn server. It is the official Discord server of the channel. Got a link down in the description below. Building that up, that is one of the things I'm going to be talking about in the 2021 video. It's to continue building it up, fleshing it out even more so. But till then, if you've got questions, comments, concerns about champs to rank up, champs to use on paths, any of that good stuff, that is a great place to ask. If you've got crystal openings to brag about or sulk about, always will find a open ear there. Or if you got custom art, memes, or illustrations, I got a spot just for that too. So Again, Rob on server, link down in the description. Hope to see you guys there. Any tips for the Abyss? If you are using Aegon, it is always a smart idea and a safe idea to build up 150 hits and then quit out. So you bank those 150 hits. If you want to be bold and try and push to 200 hits, you are welcome to do that, but 150 on the safe side. That way at least you get those banked up. Sergio popping in and saying hello, happy holidays, and the same to you, bud. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you are well, and happy Saturday here, day 2 of Christmas, everyone, according to the song and the tradition. Peepy says my Nexus was Squirrel Girl, OG Hulk, and Maw Awakened. Well, that's not an optimal spread, but honestly, those aren't awful either. Went with OG Hulk. I bet he'll get a buff at some point. Yeah, and of the 3, his synergies are off the chart. I want to say OG Hulk has the most synergies out of everybody. Like, he just has so many freaking synergies. I mean, outside of, like, I don't know, the blanket class synergies like that Beardo has, or Professor X or somebody like that. But, like, most unique synergies. How about that? Solid champ. Hyro stopping in saying, Hyro, how's it going, Hyro? Hey there, hi there. That's what I'm trying to say. What's good, bud? Hope you're well. Hope the festivities of the week went well for you, and it's good to see you here tonight. OG Hulk already got a buff a while ago, that stun thing in his special one. Maybe. If so, that was a while ago. Not the Black Widow synergy special with his stun special, right? Who knows? Maybe if they wind up giving Immortal Hulk a little bit of love and attention, they'll give OG Hulk a little bit of love and attention too. Just to flesh out his kit a little bit more. Not that there's anything wrong with a really simple, straightforward kit, but it would be nice to just have that little bit extra, you know, flair. So that's kind of what I'm hoping they do with the Kingpin and Yellow Jacket here in February. Still keep, like, the fundamentals fairly similar, but just give them more options. Alpha says we got 4,500 units. Hope it's enough. I've got all the horsemen. Oh, there we go. If you've got resources saved up, whether the 4-hour crystals or whatnot, you should probably be fine. Especially if it's just the easy path, you should be fine. Pulled an Invisible Woman, a Yellow Jacket, Captain America Beardo, and they're all 4 stars. Well, there you go. Those are all solid pulls. Beardo especially, Invisible Woman as well. Congrats. Congrats on the 4 stars. Let's throw up Rhino. Speaking of people's simple kits. Like, the only thing that Rhino has is the periodic, that's the one I'm looking for. The periodic unblockable on his dash attack. That's the only thing Rhino has going. Otherwise, it's just like, meh. So if he had something else he could use offensively, as opposed to just a defensive move, Rhino would be a lot more interesting. That could be Diane. That could be. Especially if you wind up pairing that with Wow, I'm totally drawing a blank because I know there's the mastery to increase stun duration, but I thought that there was another synergy out there that increased either the debuff length of heroes or stun time. But perhaps I'm misremembering. I was hoping they would have given a 4 to 5 rank up gem for 5 stars instead of an AG. Yeah. Wow, yeah, I mean, that's something we could even talk about today, too, is the gift. Got too many AGs, no one to use them on. Yeah, and it kind of feels bad to use a generic AG on, like, I don't know, someone who isn't, like super shiny. Like, hey, my Kingpin is unawakened, everybody else is awakened. Do I use a generic on him because I can? Or do I just keep holding on to these in perpetuity? You know, just in case, like, whoever the January champs are cool, or February, or whomever. But what do you guys feel about the gifts, whether you are Uncollected or Cavalier or Thronebreaker? Thronebreaker's wound up getting a randomized 6-star rank up 1 to 2 gem. And everybody else, I think, got the 5-star AG. Let's do that. PB is so close to a Mystic Tier 5 CC. Give it like a week. Give it a couple weeks. If you get the Black ISO Market, the 5% Tier 5 CC is coming off a cooldown, I think, in a couple days. So you got another chance there as well. But I'm sure there's going to be a selector at some point. Design's popping in saying, "What up, Rob? What's good, Designs? Good to see you, bud. Happy Saturday. Welcome, welcome, welcome." Hulk Buff was 2017. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Finish off with Mega there. Alpha says, heard Aegon is the main attacker in Abyss. Yeah, he's most people's go-to. He's most people's go-to. Doom puts in a solid amount of work, though, as well, is the thing. But, yeah, if you can get Aegon ramped up, he's going to put in a significant amount of work for you, no doubt. You know, I realized that I had the anti-dexterity debuff on me right as I was going to dex that special. I'm just glad that that worked out, because that could have been bad. That would have been unfortunate. Pew, 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 pew. But really, it come to find out, the only difference between people who wound up opening the gift early and the people who didn't was a different title. You still wound up getting the exact same loot. It's just a different title. And I wish I had done a little bit more homework first to see what the difference was first before opening up the gift, because I would have rather just had the naughty title. Still get the same 10% Tier 5 CC, still get the same 6-star rank 1 to 2 gem, but whatever. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Honestly, it's not going to be repping that title anyway, but... So, kabam. If everything is RNG, then why do I only pull rank up gems of the class I already have? Well, see, PB, there's a asterisk at the end of RNG, including all the different terms and conditions of how all that stuff works out. So, you know, even though it's random, you got a small chance to pull something new and exciting and different, but odds are it's probably not going to work out that way. Case in point, when I wound up doing initial clear of Variant 6, right? You know, you get all that different loot between, you know, 25cc, between rank up stuff, all that jazz. And across the board, I pulled Cosmic. Across the board, I pulled Cosmic. Now, I mean, is that RNG? Is that statistically plausible to pull the exact same class in all those different offerings? Yeah, it's possible, but it's unlikely. And yet, here we are. I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's happened to me before. Like before Doom and all those guys wound up coming out as Mystics. I got across the board Mystics and absolutely no one to use them on. I think that was for like variant 3, variant 4 or something like that. So yeah, I mean, I was sitting on those rank ups for like a year before I finally got the chance to use them. RNG at its finest. So I still haven't had a chance to play Punisher much since pulling him out of that first round of whatchamacallit, features. I want to like him. Seems interesting enough, especially post buff. I don't think he'd be somebody I would want to use like ahead of, I don't know, any other tech option, frankly, but I really appreciate that he's like a jack of all trades kind of champ now, right? If you need a little of this, Punisher can do it. If you need a little of that, Punisher can do it as well. Oh, that's right. I have not faced it. That was the first time I faced that in Arena ever. Is that the first time that you're facing one of the Spider champs with the Storm X synergy? The first time they evade, you're stunned. Interesting. Very interesting. Not very useful, but interesting all the same. Which means I should be careful with Spider-Gwen here. But I'm just going to test that out, actually. She's not going to do a whole lot of damage. There we go. Yeah, that's what it is. Alpha says, Unawakened Sorcerer Supreme, worth rank 2, rank 3. We're talking about a 5-star Sorcerer Supreme or a 6-star? 5-star, yes. Worth rank 2, worth rank 3, worth rank 4. Unawakened Sorcerer Supreme, worth rank 2. Yes, I would argue that if you've got her and currently don't have other Mystic options, then 100% yes. Because she's still a really solid champ. She's a very, very solid champ. Rank 3, though, that's really tough. I would say probably not. Or at the very least, to hold off for a bit longer, see if somebody else winds up popping up. Solid champ, but unawakened at rank 3, that's a tough call. Slag says, had your video on mute this whole time. I just thought you were concentrating while playing. Ah, that's fun. Nope. Nope. There will be that, and that's something I need to figure out a game plan for the Legends run, because even though I am planning on live streaming that, I'm not going to be my usual talkative self, because it's extremely important to me that I focus and play well, and I don't talk and play well and read chat at the same time. So I'm going to need to figure something out, either to get some of that like LC music playing in the background, so at least there's something going on. See about getting somebody on chat or something, but I don't know, we'll see. I got a little bit of time to think of it. Sound on, and what do you know? Game sounds and talking. Well, good to have you back then, Slag. Good to have you back. Alpha, that's the 6-star. Then yes, 6-star is worth the rank 2 unawakened. Rank 3, I would probably hold off for a little bit. It's not a no. It's definitely not a no. I have seen people take her up unawakened as a rank 3. But it depends. I suppose it really just depends on your views on the prestige battle. Because, I mean, Unawakened, she's going to do nothing for you prestige-wise, most likely. And even still, there are other Mystic champions who have higher prestige. So that might be a consideration as well. Yeah, okay, so I'm just putting my device down so I can plug in. So I don't wind up losing y'all. But, you know, game doesn't like it when I move or breathe or react or any of that. So, give it a sec. There we go. But we're back. We're back. What is your team for the easy path of Abyss? So I wound up making not a couple of mistakes. I wouldn't say it's a mistake. I didn't optimize my team as well as I could have for the easy path. So I wound up using Aegon, Doom, Void, Proxima, and Heimdall. And that got me through the entire easy path of Abyss. Now, what I mean by I didn't optimize it as well as I could is that I didn't need Proxima at all. The only reason that Proxima would be useful is that you don't lose your initial combo with Aegon. But, I mean, after like 2 fights, Aegon's got a solid enough combo where Proxima isn't useful anymore anyway, so she's kind of just dead weight. And so that could have switched around. That could have been optimized. Check it out though, bud. On my channel, I've got a small little series that I did called Fighting But Poorly. And I recorded all of the fights that I did on the easy path of Abyss. Who I used, how many revives it wound up taking me, all that stuff. But you can also see like the team that I brought and kind of just like my strategy going into it, and then kind of like what I learned after getting through the fight. So yeah, definitely check that out. It's only about like 3 minutes of talking head stuff, and then the rest of the fight plays out for like the next 15 minutes. But yeah, if you got any like follow-up or more in-depth questions about that, that I hope can be a good resource for you. Hyro says, Rob, what do you play, on tablet or phone? I play on an iPhone 12 Pro Max. Just recently wound up updating my phone maybe 4 months ago, something like that. Tablet would be nice. Tablet would be nice, but for other games, but for this one, since it just with the different button placement for specials and whatnot, I find it easier to play on a phone than a tablet. Cheers, all. Sly giving 2 big thumbs up for getting somebody on chat. All right, bud. I will see what I can see. It would definitely be a lot of fun. Definitely good to talk shop too. Let's do this. I like better streams without background music. Game sound plus voice is more than enough. There you go. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do too, but I think a lot of it depends on the streamer themselves. And I'm going to just take myself out of the equation, just for like people that I enjoy watching, and that's where my point of view is coming from. Like if the person I'm watching is able to chat and hold down conversation and just, you know, I don't want to say just fill the airwaves with sound, because that's a bit reductive. But you know what I'm saying? Like if they're able to chat and it's worth listening to and it's fun listening to, yeah, 100%. But, you know, if someone and this isn't knocking other streamers, but you know, if someone chats up somebody in chat, right, and then you know the conversation kind of just naturally falls off, and then they just get playing, and they just focus on playing. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's their thing, and that's what works for them. All the power to them. But you know, at the same time too, watching on this end of YouTube, yeah, it'd be nice to just, you know, fill a void between conversations with a little extra something, right? I mean, because otherwise then I'd be playing music on my end anyway, as I'm watching. So I think it really just depends per streamer, but just something I was possibly considering. If nothing else, adding some extra music to my pre-recorded stuff, especially for like some of the gameplay, could be interesting. Got a lot of resources in the stash. Red to make a few decisions. Number 1, 6-star Rolk, Falcon, or Hulkbuster duped to rank 2. That's a tough one right there. I hear a lot of good things about Red Hulk. A lot of good things about Red Hulk. Hulkbuster 2 if you don't have any other... I was gonna say robot options, but that isn't correct, is it? I mean, Hulkbuster's got the shock, he's got the heals, he's got some fun tech things going on, but I think Rolk probably is the most unique, so it might be able to serve you better. Although Falcon now with his lock-on bonus can bypass a lot of annoying stuff like freezer burn, biohazard, stuff like that if they're locked on. So that might not be a bad choice either. Number 2, 5-star Magic or Dragon Man, both duped to rank 5. Man, that's tough. Both of them are rank 5 worthy. I think the only difference is it depends on if you have another power control option, because that's Magic's claim to fame. She is solid for power control. If you've got somebody else filling that spot already, Dragon Man 100%. 100%. Dude is one of the most fun champions of 2020. One of the top 5, actually. Shameless plug number 2. I wound up posting a video a couple days ago showing off my top 5 most fun champs to play, and Dragon Man handily takes that spot. So you would be very have a really good time if you want to take him rank 5. Magic otherwise. It really just comes down to power control. Matt Murdoch stopping in and saying, Rob, I will join you on Sunday Serial. Awesome, bud. Good to see you. Good Lord, bud. Thank you very much for the segue. And I think this is the fastest I've ever gotten to 3 shameless plugs in one stream. Only at the 52-minute mark. 53 now. But shameless plug number 3 of the evening, guys. I do invite you guys to join me same time tomorrow night for the Super Serial Sunday Serial stream. It's my favorite stream of the week. I'm going to be chowing down on some delicious cereal. It's a new box, new variety this time. Something I haven't had on stream yet. Be chowing down on something I have not had or enjoyed since I was a kid, which I'm really excited about. I do invite you guys to stop by, hang out. We're going to be putting up some... I've just been playing some games. I'm going to be doing an incursions push with Lefty. That should be really good, really fun. I invite you guys to pour yourself a bowl of something nummy yourselves. We'll all just chat and hang out, play some MCOC, punch dudes in the face. You know, the usual jam, and have a good time. So many shameless plugs tonight. It's awesome. Thanks for the segue there, Matt. Appreciate it. Alpha says, I'm stopping at 21 mil. Hope it's enough for 1 to 5. You are borderline enough for featured right there at that point. So yes, you definitely have 1 to 5. I'd say you, again, definitely pushing featured, which wouldn't be bad either. Wouldn't be bad either. Exactly. If the streamer has the ability to keep up the conversation, then music interferes with the voice. If the streamer doesn't talk, then that works too. Yeah, exactly. And really, again, it's just It's just personal preference of the streamer themselves. But that's one of the projects I have been working on, is that, again, just introducing some tunes into the pre-recorded stuff at the very least. Uh-oh, I breathe. Come back, game. Come back. There we go. But get some tunes for some gameplay stuff, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's gonna be new, it's gonna be different for the channel. I think it's gonna elevate some of the videos a little bit, but there we go. Design says, Rob, do you use your Professor X in war? No, not yet. And the reason I haven't used him in war yet is because he's always on defense. So I would like to use him in war. I just can't or haven't yet. BB says, have 2 Dooms? Yeah. And cheers to everybody else who is in the same boat, who also has 2 Dooms. Hyro says, bye, it was nice being here. Have an amazing stream. Thank you very much, Hyro. It is always a pleasure having you here and getting to hang out for a bit. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll catch you next time, bud. Take care. Try the Jolly Rancher cereal. They have Jolly Rancher cereal? I'm hoping it's just like Fruity Pebbles or something, where it's just like a, I don't know, like a corn pop with just like some sort of like Jolly Rancher flavoring, as opposed to like Lucky Charms, where it's got like little Jolly Rancher bits or something in it. Good lord. You need a shameless plug graphic to add to your overlay? Yes. Yes, I do. My dude, you're cutting out of all the material I got for that 2021 preview. But yeah, overlays is part of it. Because I want to have an overlay for that. I want to have an overlay for somebody calling in on stream. I want to have an overlay for like a raid. Better overlay in the events of, I don't know, super chat or whatever. A couple silly things, you know, when someone subscribes, so it isn't just the stock zombie walking past. Have some more fun with it. So you use your Professor X as a defender in war? Yep, because my Professor X is duped rank 2 now, so he can be potentially problematic in a couple of spots. Or at the very least, you know, make people think about the fight, play around with his falter and whatnot. Al says, I'm about to start Abyss. Pray for me, please, everybody, please. Well, I do wish you the best of luck, Alpha. You got this. You got this. You're gonna do fine. Just, you know, play well, play smart, and just good luck, you know. And especially if the first couple fights don't go well, whether you don't play as optimally as you'd like, if you know you're faced with burning a couple extra resources than you would have liked to have either, there's no shame in quitting and backing out and rerunning it again, because it's easier to, and a lot less costly, to burn another energy refill as opposed to just throwing a bunch of pots at somebody. So another advice tip, I guess. I'm taking down the last 2 groups in the last panel of the Millennium Challenge, Part 1. Omega has been really kicking butt. I'm 4 at Tier 2 Alpha from maxing his rank. Nice. There you go. Yeah, I mean, Omega put in a good chunk of work there. And, I mean, just is a solid champ all around. All around. I mean, there still really isn't a great counter to his spores anywhere. So, yeah, he can do a solid chunk of damage there. Hopefully, Tyrax will be the same way post buff, because that's basically the way he's built. He should be the Cosmic Omega. It's just, you know, he's not good. He's not good yet. Dang it. Wow, that was so lucky. That was so lucky. But we got there. We survived it. Alright, so what are we looking at right here? How much do you guys want to bet that if Sentry is going to get a buff here next year? Not even just a buff, like a complete top to bottom rework. Wouldn't that be nice? Mega will be my first maxed 5-star. Finally can put together 2 5-star catalysts. There you go. He is certainly a maxed out 5-star worth having, no doubt. Easily one of the best in the game. Really solid damage output, really solid staying power utility, some really great synergies to boot. Yeah, amazing option. Plus, a really unique kit as well, and that I think is almost as important, if not more so, is just the unique playstyle, you know. Boink. Do that. Stop it, dude. Stop it. So you know what game I'm really looking forward to playing? And I entirely blame Seaton for this. It's Seaton's fault. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that friggin' Disney Mirrorverse game. Because it looks like it's a lot of fun, and it's in beta right now. The downside with that, though, is that it's not available for download in the States yet. Canadians can get it. People in the Philippines can get it. For whatever reason, iOS players in the States cannot. And you know what? That's just not nice. But whenever I can get my hands on that, I'm certainly going to be playing. At least initially trying it out, seeing if it actually is as much fun as it looks. Because looks like it's a lot of fun. Let's do this. Yeah, that works. Dr. Jenga stopping in. How is it going? Good to see you. Saying hello, Rob. What's the cutoff for 5%, 1 to 5%? 20 mil, probably. 21. Be on the safe side. It really just depends on how many people. You know, I mean, that's that's a really dumb thing to say, as I realize it coming out of my mouth. It really just depends how many people play the arena, which is a really dumb thing to say. I wound up getting 1 to 5 with 20 million for the Daredevil arena that just wrapped up. I suspect Spider-Gwen will be about the same. The catch for that, though, is just because I don't think as many people would be excited about Spider-Gwen as they were about the newly buffed Daredevil. So it really depends where the featured cutoff is. Featured cutoff's been like 24 to 26 mil, something like that. It just depends how much farther that drops. But, you know, 21 mil should be okay. Just, you know, fair warning, you might run the risk of getting the featured champ if it's super, super low. Hopefully not, but possibly. Reaper popping in. What's up, Shoe? What's up, Reaper? Good to see you, bud. Happy Saturday. I'm working on completing the John Mulaney Champion Challenge and tend to use Quake, Archangel, Magneto, Sparkles for Mysterio, and I don't know who else I should use. Any thoughts? Possibly a support character like Guardian for block proficiency, Heimdall for that little bit extra life, preventing the KO, or possibly somebody else like a Nick Fury to boost the Sparkles Fury length. You're going to be using a lot of Sparkles and a lot of Archangel. They're going to be carrying most of those fights, so probably Nick, to be honest, if you got a Nick for Sparkles. Can you get 20 million points with your current roster with 1 day sleep included? No, probably not. Yes, I could get 20 mil. By in 13 hours, I could get 13 mil. Or an additional 10 mil. Wow, I just unintentionally brought up Three's Tech Champions. Brilliant, Robbie. Brilliant. But yes, I could. Whether or not I will, I don't know. I'd like to get 1 to 5%. But again, I mean, if I don't, then I'm not gonna cry. But I could. Plausibly, I could. Because I'm still working on putting up champs right now, so I think by the time I run through my 6s and then my 5-star rank 5s, rank 4s, and then dip into the rank 3s, that should put me at around 12 or 13 mil. And then that gives me enough time to run my 6 stars again in the morning. So that should push me to about 20. So, yes. Not ideal. I mean, if it was any other day of the week, if we didn't have the holiday right here, it'd be a lot easier and I'd be a lot closer, but here we are. Is Cosmic Ghost Rider a good option for the challenge? For Mysterio, I mean. Yes, I believe so. I believe so, because he's going to have that constant, persistent armor breakup because tech villain. Or just villain in general. So yeah, I would say so. I would say so. I haven't tried it, but I would say so. Brian stopping in saying, "Yo, Rob, what's up? What is up, Brian?" That's what I'm going for. How's it going, bud? Get that, text that. Kicky, kicky. Special, special. Put this one to bed. There we go. Night, night, Elektra. Man, if they could give Elektra a buff through a new Kingpin synergy, that would be just wonderful. Because wouldn't that be a really fun team if they did it right between Daredevil, Kingpin, and Elektra? Or if they wind up introducing Bullseye at some point? I would dig that so much. Special, special, punchy, punchy. Do this. Throw up MODOK, throw up Groot, because why not? And crash. Fun times. Thanks, game. I noticed that he didn't cause the armor break, though. Test him out the other day. Stressing, though, because there's only 3 days left for the challenge. Interesting. I don't know why that would be. He should, because it's a passive ability that he's got. So it should work on all villains And I'm assuming that they didn't do something lame with Mysterio, like he's not a villain, but he's a, I don't know, whatever. So it should work. Nothing spicy? Nothing spicy. Alright, let's jump back over here. Also need stick. I could go for a stick. Electra is one of my guilty pleasures. I like her moveset. Yeah, and the fact that she has such a huge ability accuracy reduction too is really nice. That's really nice. Everyone's always talking about Black Widow for ability accuracy reduction, and that's great, right? But, I mean, Electra does that too. Just that Electra is available as a 6-star now. So, she wins? I only say that because they nerfed Black Widow, where she isn't 100% ability accuracy reduction anymore. It's like 80% sometimes. It's like you used to be so much better, and then they took it away for no good reason. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Boink. So what do you guys got going on this weekend, huh? I mean, Christmas is now in the rear view mirror, but we still have got tomorrow for the weekend, and we got a whole week till New Year's. What do you guys got going? Black Widow did not deserve that nerf, 100%. Neither did Doctor Strange. And yet here we are, all these years later. And here's the really crummy thing, though, too, is that even if they restored the characters back to their pre-12.0 glory, they still wouldn't be meta-breaking. You know, there's so many other champions nowadays that do what they did, but better now, where it's just like, oh, yeah, okay. And it's lame, undue, unfair. Hashtag buff Black Widow. Hashtag buff Doctor Strange. Punchy, punchy, punchy. Bump. Stop it. There we go. Cheers. Yeah, Doctor Strange didn't deserve it either, but I think the nerf affected Black Widow more than Strange. It did. It did. I think part of it, though, too, and I don't know if this was just because they intentionally reduced her damage, her attack, or her crit rating when they converted her to a 5-star rating. Or if it's just like, I don't know, so much time has passed between when she was relevant to now. But her damage output has been severely nerfed as well. Because, I mean, yeah, she can still crit on her special too, especially with all the buffs and whatnot, which is nice, but does nowhere near the amount of, like, jaw-dropping one-shottery that it used to do. And that's a shame, because, like, Black Widow and Gamora were, like, the two champions back in early game, where it's like, yeah, you threw a special 2, and then the game's over, dude. That's it. Hashtag buff Spider-Man symbiote. Yeah, he's one of those champions who I forget is in the game. And there's a few of them. There's a few characters like that who I'm like, oh yeah, you're still in the game. He's one of them. Just because he's been so marginalized, so sidelined. and so irrelevant for such a long time where it's like, oh yeah, that's right. Has anyone played Titanfall 2 by chance? I have not. I have not. It never really looked super interesting to me, Titanfall 1. I know it was really popular. Really, really popular. But I don't know, it just never struck a chord with me. And then when Titanfall 2 came out, with all the bugs and controversies, a bit overstated, but just all the bad buzz, I was like, eh. They have since fixed it up a bit, but long story short, no, I have not. Do you play? Boop, boop. Alright, so let's go in here with Vision. I'm shocked that they haven't had another Vision offer. Positively shocked. It would not surprise me to see a Vision offer this week. But nevertheless, still really surprised. You know who we should see? Who I really would want to petition to see again? Is Red Deadpool. We haven't seen a Red Pool arena in years. Years. And he's not that great. He's not that great. He's just such a rare character because they never feature him. And I want me that 4-star Red Pool. Because I'm a collector and I'm crazy like that. Symbiote Spidey has a synergy that gives him a 5% attack per armor break. I think it's with Roblin. Yes, he does. It increases his damage output a little bit, a good bit, but that's assuming that he can get enough heavies off to get that to stack. So, but I mean, if you go up against a champion who's either like stun immune or whatnot, it's gonna make life a good bit more difficult. Nice to have, but. Titanfall 2 was excellent. Played it last month. Great story. There you go. Cool. Armand popping in saying, hello, sir. How are you? Armand, I am doing rather well. Rather well. Happy Saturday, bud. Or Sunday, I suppose. How are you doing? I got 2 pints of Jerry Garcia. Not bragging. Just very happy about having 2 pints of Jerry Garcia. Hashtag happy about having 2 pints of Jerry Garcia. Sounds like an excellent way to spend an evening. An excellent way. Symbiote Spider-Man's armor breaks last like 80 seconds each. Yes. Yes, they do. Which is nice. I think it's one of the longest armor breaks in the game. Outside of being like a permanent one. Now, it would be interesting with such a long timer if they give him like an armor shatter as well. But, you know, that's starting to get back into buff territory. And if they're going to be buffing him, then they may as well just go, you know, full Monty and just go ham with him. So almost to the 5 stars. Almost to the 5 stars. But pretty solid run here with the 6s. It's always surprising me how many points you can get with the 6 stars. Exactly. Simbi needs a buff. Or Spidey Simbi. Guess I mean, like, Venom got a buff. Carnage got a buff. Right? Venom Duck came out well after Symbiote Spidey, so he was already pretty good to begin with. Same with Red Goblin. It's like we've got good symbiote champs, Symbiote Supreme. Let's give like the OG symbiote character a little bit of love and attention now. Pretty please. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Boink. Man, I hope to wake up Vision, too. I really hope to wake up Vision. Hey, legendary half popping in. It's a good half, saying fix the keyboard. Appreciate that. Half, I would always be down for some gifts. I can send a couple myself too. Much appreciated, bud. And how are you doing this fine evening? Always a pleasure. Not to mention we need anti-venom. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. It really just depends how far down the Venom or the symbiote rabbit hole we can go. Speaking of which, I mean, Agent Venom needs some love. Agent Venom, along with Symbiote Spider-Man, is another one of the champions who I forget exists. Because he's just been so unloved for such a long time. He's not bad, he's just unloved. But, I mean, yeah, you could do Anti-Venom, you could do Null, you could do Scream, you could do a number of champions. Let alone, like, the movie versions now that Disney Marvel can get their hands on it. And add Venom Pool to that list. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Definitely a Venom Pool to that list. Venom Pool, I think, would be more of a... whatchamacallit, like a numbers change, numbers tweak. Because I like that he heals on his special one. I think that's really underrated. It would be nice to, like, I don't know, differentiate his specials a little bit from every other Deadpool. That could be fun. But, yes, just top to bottom, give those guys some TLC. Make that, like, the March change. I'd be okay with that. Or April, so March can be like a couple top to bottom reworks. Reaper says, I've got a 5-star Vision. I've used a tech gem on him. He's only at level 20 currently, though. Yeah, but there you go. I mean, as a 5-star, it's very plausible to be able to take him up to SIG 140, 120, 140 very easily. So it's good. The 5-star is the best version to have. They should do Agent Venom and Symbiote Spider-Man as a pair sometime this coming year for a month of new buffs, I mean. Yep, 100%. 100%. Really, rarely use Venom Pool. Venom Pool should be insane. Seeing as how he combines two of the most awesome characters, yes, I agree. All right, last round of 6 stars here. Imperial stopping in. How's it going, Imperial? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome to the stream and welcome to the festivities. Hope your Saturday is going well, bud. Imperial repping Brazil and Sao Paulo. Well, howdy, howdy. How's everything going down there with you guys, huh? Come on, Mordo. Boink. Do that. Crazy ones are my favorite. In the DC world, Joker's my favorite. Yeah. Well, because they're the most liberated, right? They aren't bound by any rules, so they're always throwing surprises out left, right, and center. And because of that, you also have a lot more leeway and flexibility in telling stories because you can reinvent or bend a character's motivations around an interesting setup. Get out of here, Sinister. I always give it to Harley But I'm a big fan of Injustice Harley. That's kind of like where my I don't know, Harley fanboy affections have gone. Like, I used to be I still am a big fan of like the animated series version of Harley, and then the early spin-offs from there. Right, Mad Love was a really fun trade paperback, right? But since then, I think the most interesting and the most fun approach to the character has been probably Injustice. But it's always fun seeing some quality Harley stories. But I mean, I've been out of DC Comics for storylines for a while. Really was digging what they were doing with Dick Grayson and Damian as the new Batman and Robin. I mean, that's dating myself like 10 years almost at this point. Almost. A little bit behind. But it just felt like such a natural evolution of the characters. I just really enjoyed what they did. And of course, you know, everything was retconned away, and it's back to Bruce Bats and Nightwing and Damian Robin now. Is Injustice 2 worth buying for $12? 100% yes. Even if you never get into like the multiplayer campaign or whatnot, the story itself is just so good. It's so fun. I will give that to Rocksteady, is that they've really spun some creative storytelling. Between Mortal Kombat for that franchise and for Injustice as well. So I'm really looking forward to whenever they do Injustice 3. Batman Spidey stopping in saying, "Sup guys? Whoa, what is good? How are you this fine day? Welcome to the stream and the festivities. Always a pleasure. Good to see you." That huge hammer from Harley is the best. Yeah, or Sick and the Hyenas too. Are there any comic readers here who replaced Harley? Was it Punchline? Yes, Punchline is the current Harley replacement. So we'll see if she sticks or if she's just like the flavor of the month. Does Marvel have a character like Harley? Yes, sort of, but not really. More like just like a knockoff, really. Punchline or a laugh track or something. Dang it, lost track before Batman Who Laughs. Punchline, I believe. Gwenpool, yeah, probably, or yeah. Like, in terms of like fourth wall breaking, sort of like comic zany antics, probably, yeah, Gwenpool would be fair. Squirrel Girl has her moments, but like a villainous comedic bit. Ouch. Alright, thing. Silly goose. Get out of here. Get out of here, Rockman. New Suicide Squad game trailer is so sick. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about the game. That's still supposed to be next year, right? 2021? Or is that 2022? I really forget. I mean, I genuinely forgot that was going to be a thing. But yeah, I mean, that should be really good. That should be really good. From the guys that brought you Arkham City. Arkham City is my favorite of the three. Arkham franchise If you're really like parsing words. Arkham Asylum was wonderful. Wonderful. My favorite superhero game since Spider-Man 2. Arkham City just completely blew my mind. Arkham Knight happened, and Arkham Origins was trying to cash in on all of it. But dang, man, Arkham City. Who is asking me for incursions? Yeah, sorry, bud. Not right now, bud. Not right now. Hey, I completed normal difficulty. Sweet. And then this, I'm sitting on some energy refills for the Legends run. Anyway, back to it. Nice thing too about the Arkham games is that if you don't have them currently, they are constantly on sale one way or another, whether it's through Steam, whether it's through the Epic Store, whether it's through PSN, Xbox, whatever. They always seem to wind up being discounted one way or another. And that was the nice thing too about all the different villains, is that they had their moment in the sun, right? Without overstaying their welcome or like, all right, well, this is another gimmick. I mean, Riddler a little bit for like the Riddler trophies in City. I'm not talking about Arkham Knight. Everything in that game was overplayed. But Arkham City, at least, it was like, oh, hey, you know, Hush shows up. That's random. That's quick. That's fun. Bye, Hush. It's like, hey, now it's the Mr. Freeze boss fight. Hey, this is one of the best boss fights in a video game in a really long time, because it's not just do the same action 3 times. It's like, all right, well, you fought him this way. Now you got to do something completely different. Now he's figured that out, and you got to do something completely different again. I appreciate the creativity there. Got Dragon Ball Fighter Z for $8, freaking 85% original price. There you go. Remind me though, is Fighter Z is the 2D-ish side scroller one, right? I think so. The really good one, but like back to a 2D-ish. Because I know the 3D ones are more visually interesting, I could say. But just because the arenas are so massive, I always find myself just flying around as opposed to like fighting. Wish Last of Us was also for Xbox. Yeah. Maybe 2021 will be the year for Xbox exclusives. I mean, PlayStation's been knocking it out of the park for the last few years on exclusives. Hopefully Xbox has their moment to shine as well. I know they've been trying with Gears. I know they've been trying with Halo. Halo's supposed to be out this next year, right? So I know that beta didn't, or the trailer didn't go over, I think, as well as they were hoping. Stop evading, dang it. Stop it. Breath, there we go. Punch, punch, punch. And get out of here, Domino. Brilliant. Arkham City, yeah, Zaz with those phone calls. Yeah. Yeah, that was like one of the first missions, the Zaz one. No. It was early game, but it wasn't the first-ish ones. Forget, was it Asylum or was it City where someone was using Zaz as bait? I forget. And then I think Zaz too made an appearance in the Nolan trilogy. Was it Arkham, or not Arkham? Dark Knight Rises. It's like a background character. And boom. Surfer down. I'll take it. It was City. Okay. I was like, I remember it's one of them, but I forget which. I will say this for City though, like the bit at the end with who is it? Hugo, right? And then hey, guess what? It's Ra's al Ghul. I'm like, okay, that makes sense, but it still is a little bit of a letdown, just because they've been building up Doctor Strange, Hugo Strange, so much, and then, like, as quickly as he showed up, then Ra's was gone again. So that was kind of like, that's a bit of a bummer. Boink. Overall, though, one of my favorite games of all time. Single-player games of all time. Boink. Casual 73k. Also love the move sets of hanging from the gargoyles in various halls. Yeah, these still haven't really improved on that on all of the years for stealthing opponent AI. Just for like the different moods that they're in, if they're just casual, if they're alert, if they're terrified, if they're panicking, whatever. I appreciate the different levels of that, because usually it's just like, you know, neutral, casual, and aware, right? In most games. But like to have like 3 or 4 different levels of it, and then that just completely differentiates and varies their AI patterns. Very fun. Alpha says the Abyss is just brutal. Yeah. No doubt. We'll need to slog through a bit of it, I'm afraid. But you got it. Just keep at it. Keep at it. What were you talking about? Was it Nolan or Gotham? Nolan. I think Zaz was one of the background characters in the impromptu trial hall with Scarecrow. Oh, you mean with Ra's? No, Ra's with Arkham City. Like, he just shows up at the end, and he's like the big bad of the A plot. And then or B plot, one of the plots. And he's like, it was me all along. Mwahaha. And then he like, you're falling and he stabs himself, and that's it. So long, Ra's al Ghul. Again. Boink. Designs, yes. They are. I think that's been confirmed that there is going to be a spinoff for that. This time next year. And then Mandalorian Season 3 will be 2022 sometime. What the story is going to be, I don't know. What I would really like to see is if it jumps around the different eras. So like there's the A story and, you know, Mando timeline, but there's like a B story with what's his name, Daniel Logan or whatever, the kid Boba Fett from episode 2, who also did some of the kid voices in the Clone Wars cartoon. Like if he comes back as like kid Boba Fett, he's probably old enough to do like OT timeline. That'd be really fun. Just, you know, one big, and or even some early stuff, like pre-Clone Wars or during the Clone Wars. I don't know, man. Just lay it all on me. Like, I know everyone's kind of, or like Disney's really on a big like post-OT kick, and soon to be embarking on a major prequels kick with High Republic. But it would also be really fun to see a different filmmaker's take on Clone Wars era, right? Because I really appreciate seeing a much more grounded or modern cinematic styling of like Empire days, right? Like I love the stuff with Rogue One, right? With modern a modern cinematic approach to, you know, stormtroopers, to walkers, to even just blocking shots and framing. So I'd like to see that too for Clone Wars era as well, but just the more of it that they can just throw at us, the better. In Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, I trust. They haven't done me wrong yet, and even when they do, and they eventually will, I'll still give them a pass. Man, all I remember is the fight with the Beefy Boys, including Bane. I guess that was the end of Asylum. Yeah. That was Asylum, yeah, with Bane. And then that was also Arkham Origins, too. Like to see young Luke and Grogu. Supposedly there's supposed to be a spinoff for that as well. Although that hasn't been confirmed yet. I wouldn't doubt it, though. I really wouldn't doubt it. Not sure. It looked like a Mando talk. Haven't finished season 2 yet. Can't chance it. Burb. Yes, slag. 100% Mando talk. Yeah, sorry about that, bud. Yeah, okay. No more Mando talk. Gotta save that for Wednesday. It's the full 100% Mando spoiler stream. All released Star Wars content currently will be on the table for discussion. Phoenix stopping in. It's part of the Club Cataclysm Raid, and Cataclysm stopping in. Also part of the Club Cataclysm Raid. How's it going, guys? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. And a very Merry Christmas, day 2 of Christmas. Good to see you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everything going with y'all here to this fine evening? So many hits. Switch over. A little bit added damage. Oh, well. It's curtains for me. From what I've read, no spin-off, but Mandalorian is going to go down, going to go into another story arc exploring Boba's Mando roots and what he stands for. Yes, that's the show for this time next year, supposedly. And Jacob jumping on the Club Cataclysm raid as well. Good to see you, bud. Yeah, Christmas was wonderful. Got to spend it with the family, which is a big plus. A lot different this year. But it was still good. It's still really good. All things considered, it was good. Not to say I'm not going to look forward to next year when things go back to some semblance of normalcy, hopefully. But for what it was this time around, yeah, I'll definitely take it. Pew pew. Stream was awesome. Holiday was awesome. Just all around great weekend. Good to hear. Really good to hear. I think all of us collectively have earned that for making it this far, this long. It's a very much a year to be thankful for everything, for what we got and where we're at. Punchy, punchy, kicky, kicky. Come on, Hulk. Let's finish this up. As get dropped inputs. That's fun. Thanks, game. Appreciate that. Appreciate the dropped inputs. Alright, so let's do just a little bit more, shall we? Just a little bit more. A couple more rounds. Do that, do that, do that. Throw up these guys. Come on, wake up game. Let's see what we got right here. Alright, so throw that. What have you guys been watching recently? Because I'm all caught up with Dark Materials. Mandalorian's over now. Most of the shows I've been watching are either all caught up or done now. And I got a couple of things to watch between like Wonder Woman and Soul and whatnot, but those are movies. Those, you know, single sitting, sit down, enjoy it, and then move on. I need me a series. Always can just go back and rewatch some of the classics though too. There we go. Bye bye, MODOK. Silly goose. Silly goose. Just waiting for Cobra Kai Season 3. That's on Netflix now? As memory serves. Doink. Yoink. Doink. Yoink. So many strange sound effects in this game. I don't know what they were thinking. No armor up for you. Just realized that Sarge and Hobbs have some great alliterations for the names between the Hobbit Hole, Sergeant Snorer, and Cat Club. There you go. Rolls off the tongue quite nicely. Jan 1st. There we go. That's just right around the corner. Still freaky. Still freaky that we are where we are right now. The year's done. See, I don't have to worry about any sort of nonsense debuffs with this A-bomb. I'm Robot Man. Robot Man doesn't have time for any of your poison nonsense. Blurred. Man, if I could get some extra cats, Dragon Man's going rank 5. That dude is just so silly. So delightfully silly. Alright guys, this one here is going to wind up being the last fight of the stream. Last fight of the stream. But it was, overall, I gotta say, looking back over the last couple hours, it has been a solid stream. When I'm getting all the different milestones, I'm at 12 mil and change right now with another run of the 6 stars tomorrow. That should put me well in the range of 20 mil, which should be about that 1 to 5%. So I'm sitting pretty happy with that. Get out of there. There we go. Wait for this to come back. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. Brilliant. Alright, guys. That's it. That's it. That's going to be a wrap here. I want to thank you all for watching here. It has been an absolute pleasure getting to chat with you guys the last couple hours. And I said it before, I'll say it again. It is the highlight of doing the live streams here. So cheers. Kudos to you guys. If you haven't already, I do cordially invite you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell. Stay on top of the videos as they drop here in the next week. Got some more 2020 retrospective stuff, some rank up gameplay stuff, some crystal opening stuff, and some previews of stuff yet to come for 2021. Also, most importantly, tomorrow being Sunday is my favorite live stream of the week. It is the Super Serial Sunday Serial stream. I'm going to be doing some incursions with Lefty Knox. We're going to be pushing as far as we can get for there, just for fun. I do invite you guys to check that out. I'm going to be chowing down on some cereal that I have not enjoyed since I was a kid. So, if you've got something at wherever it is you're at, pour yourself a bowl of some Yums and chow down as well. We're just going to play some MCOC and have ourselves a good time. That's going to be at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Same time as the stream usually. Hope to see you guys then. Also coming up is the Act 7 Legends run. Make sure or look for a post on YouTube as to when and where that's going to be. I'm going to be doing that live and fingers crossed. But that is going to wind up doing me for tonight, everybody. Again, thanks for watching. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for the Serial stream. And until next time, everybody, take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. And be well all. Bye.